Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Coding Bytes. My name is Morgan, an educator here at Coding Lab. Here on YouTube, you're able to change the volume of the video by changing that volume slider on the bottom left. Did you know that we can do that in Scratch too? In fact, we can let our users change any variable, not just volume. In today's episode, we're going to learn how to use variable sliders in order to create our own character design game, where users can change the color effects of a sprite and the volume of our background music. First, let me give a demonstration of how the Create a Cat project works. As you can see, our program starts when we click the green flag. First, we have a music volume button, which can be used to control the volume. We can make it louder by sliding it to the right, to the highest volume of 100, and we can make it softer until it's muted at 0. We can change how Scratch Cat looks by clicking on these buttons here. Let's focus on changing fur color. By clicking into this menu, the slider for fur color appears. By using this slider, we can change the fur color from orange to many different colors until we're back to orange at 200. In this way, the user is able to choose whichever color they like. Notice that when I click the back button, the fur color slider disappeared. That's because we only want the slider to appear when we are in the correct menu for it. As you can see, we can do the same for the hat and the neck accessory. The last one is the background menu. Let's use this background and use this color. Okay, let's click next. Here, notice that since we're asking the user to take a screenshot, the music volume slider has been hidden. Alright, and that's how we create a cat. Now, let's get coding. Log into your Scratch account and remix the project found in the description box below. Time to get started! First, let's go to the next menu and click on Neck Accessory. While we can change the accessories using the arrows, we need to add the option to change the color. As usual, we first need to add a variable. Let's go to the Variables tab, click on Make a Variable. Let's call this Neck Accessory Color. It's always a good idea to give your variables names that tell you what they are, so that when you look at them later, you know what they mean and what they do. Now, this window is going to be showing in all of the menus, and we don't want that. So make sure you go to your next sprite, and you see this event block when green flag clicked. We'll want to hide this window when the green flag is clicked. This block can be found under the same section. Here, hide variable background color. Let's change it to neck accessory color, and we're going to hide it when the green flag is clicked. Now, we need the window to show when we get the broadcast neck, which tells us that we've gone back into the neck menu. So let's click on this. This is called show variable. Let's change it to neck accessory color, and let's put it under when I receive neck. Using the same logic, we need to hide the variable when we leave the neck menu when we click back. So let's put that over here when I receive back. Let's see if it works. Alright. In order to change the color of the accessory, we'll be using the Set Effect tool block under the Looks tab. In this case, because we're changing the color, we can leave it as it is. We need to set this effect to the variable that we created, so let's put our variable in that slot. We're still missing one block. We need the user to be able to set the color effect on their own as they slide the variable, not just when they first enter this menu. Thus, we need to add a forever control block. This makes it such that the color changes when the variable changes. Now let's create the slider. Creating a slider is simple. Right-click on the variable window and click on slider. As you can see, we're able to change the value of the variable by sliding now. If you right-click on the window again, there's going to be another related option called Change Slider Range. By default, the slider's range is 0 to 100. This means that the minimum or the smallest value is 0, while the maximum or the largest value is 100. For color, this isn't the full range. Look at the bow tie. The color changes from red to orange to yellow to green and to blue. If you remember from before, our cat was able to have all the colors of the rainbow and returns almost to its original color when the slider reached the highest value. Let's change the range and see if we can get the tie color to do the same thing. This depends on the variable, but for the built-in color effect, its range is from 0 to 200. Let's type that in. Alright. Now you see we are able to get the full range of colors. It goes from blue to purple and to red, which is the original color. Of course, we can also do other things aside from changing the look of a sprite. Let's go to the backdrop section. We already have background music playing, but we'll need to add a slider that will allow the user to change how loud the music is, just like in YouTube. The variable has already been made. and it's called music volume. We need to show the slider when the green flag is clicked. Let's drag out the show variable block and change it to music volume. Remember at the end the slider wasn't showing anymore? Let's put in the height variable block when we receive the background mix broadcast. To set the volume, we look at the sounds tab. Instead of using the set effect to block, we use the set volume to 100% block. Remember to drop your variable inside there. Okay, same as before, we put it in the forever block so that the program knows that we always have to set the volume to music volume variable. Now let's change the window to the slider one and drag it to the side. Okay, there, done. Now, we've learned how to use the variable slider to give your user more control over the customization of their Scratch CAD. I hope that you'll use this new skill to make even more exciting projects and games. You can even build on this project by drawing some new accessories or shoes, or maybe even add an option of having animated snow in the background. If you need some inspiration, check out the description box below for some ideas. That's all for today's video. If you like this video, do be sure to give us a thumbs up by clicking the button below. If you want more coding tips and tricks, do be sure to hit that subscribe button to be updated on our latest videos. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again on the next episode of Coding Bytes. Bye!